It can be a struggle eating healthy during the holiday season, but there are plenty of ways for you to still enjoy some sweet treats. Today, I'm joined in the kitchen by Terry Page. She is the CEO of Medical Transformation Center, showing us how it's done, because you do it every holiday season, Terry. You do. What is the secret to eating, making sure that our sweet treats are kind of healthy?
Well, we have a lot of family favorites that I've been baking treats since I was a little girl. And so now, as we have transformed our lives into trying to be healthier, what I've done is I've tried to retrofit those recipes using healthier ingredients. And the reality of it is, I have my own. Absolutely, I have my own. And what I would always encourage, what I encourage our patients to do, is find that favorite thing that you love, do a Google search, and say, for example, paleo chocolate fudge. Right?
It's out there.
That way you can make your paleo fudge without all of the ingredients that have the,
saturated
marshmallow cream and all of that kind of stuff.
Or even like the flours and the things that are, white, flour and enriched with sugar and names that I can't even begin to pronounce as I look at labels.
Right. So we always love a nice little shortbread or a Russian tea cake cookie in our family. And so this recipe that we have retrofitted, and I think we're going to share that with our audience too, right, is essentially that, only the paleo version.
Okay.
And so instead of using a wheat-based flour, you use almond flour, and I've got that in there. It's super simple, and then you put nuts, kind of like the old pecan shortbread that you used to get. You put the nuts in there.
Did you use some coconut oil just now?
I do. I will in a second. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix up the dry ingredients here. Just very simple. And then I'm going to put the wet ingredients in. So I've got some melted coconut oil. I'm going to put a little vanilla in here. And then the sweetener is actually maple syrup. So instead of using a bunch of, refined sugars and so forth, this is really what we recommend. And same like for my fudge recipe, it's made with coconut sweetened condensed milk. So instead of the original brand, right, this one uses the coconut version, so you're not having cow dairy, which is a tenet of our Paleo-Mediterranean way of eating. And then what's so cool about these, so in these shortbread, you're just going to mix it up, and ultimately what I like about these are my slice and bake cookies.
These look great.
So I mix these up like this, and then I will make a log. I'll make a log out of it, kind of like a slice and bake log. I'll stick it in the freezer, and I make multiples of these. And then when we want a treat, it's the slice and bake. You pull them out, you slice and bake them. You want to see them?
Yes, I want to see them.
You bake them too. You bake them for about 15 minutes.
Okay.
And then you pull them out of the oven.
Oh my goodness.
And
these look so cute.
Are phenomenal.
Right here.
Check it out.
Look at those. Oh, those look delicious.
And they're so good warm, so you can take them out of the oven. And you can take them out of the oven and have them in the morning on a cold holiday morning with coffee or tea, or you can have them out on a beautiful platter and just serve them to your guests with some berries. Aren't they pretty?
And
they're so easy. Like, those are already mixed up and ready to go. You stick them in your freezer,
and then you've got treats. That's how quick it was to make a TV cookie.
I know. Yeah.
In just that amount of time. You mentioned while you were mixing a couple of your other favorites that are your go-tos during the holidays.
Yeah. So we do a paleo fudge, and literally it is that coconut milk, sweetened condensed milk. Those I like the really clean chocolate chips, the Enjoy Life, the dark chocolate chips. It has a little vanilla in there, and then you sprinkle it on nuts. So you pour it over like a toasted nuts on a cookie sheet, and then you sprinkle the kosher salt on them. And then you do have to stick that one in the freezer to set up because it doesn't have all the other chemicals in it.
Love those. Right. Love those two ideas.
Yeah.
And you also have some tips that if you're going to go out to holiday parties, which you should be doing before you go to the holiday party, so you make good decisions and your belly's kind of full.
I always try to drink a protein drink, eat some manchego cheese, which is a sheep cheese, something like that to give you a little protein anchor, so that when you go out, you're not just like, oh my gosh, I got to get something, and you start eating the sweets, right?
Make your way.
Or drinking too much,
And
you
then
do
all that
want to
sugar in
maintain your
system.
composure, right?
And all that sugar in your system,
Exactly.
too. It's toxic to you.
Well, it's
so.
inflammatory.
Yeah.
It's aging.
It's aging and it disrupts sleep, and there's so many more reasons why I think so many women especially are beginning to cut back on that, because it disrupts a kind of our life
Right.
in many, many ways. I love these ideas, and for more of these, can we just go to medicaltransformationcenter.com?
Absolutely. In our blog section, we have a recipe subsection, and we do cooking classes monthly.
There, get even more ideas. And so we know we're filling you up with treats. I want to tease ahead though to January, because that's when you kind of do your get on track.
Yeah, so we have our Transform Weight program that starts at the end of January. We start filling that up in December. So there's information on our website, Transform Weight. It's an incredible program. It's 90 days. We affectionately call it a metabolic boot camp, but it is everything. It's all of our tools wrapped up into one. We are a small group. There's support. We go grocery shopping. We go out to eat. We do cooking classes together. It's the whole shebang.
Love it.
Yeah.
All right, for more information, just head on over to medicaltransformationcenter.com.